And the other tag team thing this monthly, and we've talked a little about it already, the debut of the Insane Clown Posse.
Yes!
So we have the fans in the crowd, because there was actually rumors they were going to debut earlier in the month, but it got pushed. But the fans heard they were debuting, so they actually just showed up.
They showed up and then disappeared for a week and then came back.
Yeah, so Juggalos were there for the first show of the month, gone for the second, and then back for the third, because the third is when Violent J and Shaggy 2 showed up in the crowd to get into Jeff Jarrett.
Get it? Whoa.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was a part of the show.
Then the next week, we did have the formal introduction of the Insane Clown Posse, where Mike TNA introduced Violent J and Shaggy 2 and they had, honestly, a very wholesome interaction.
The reason that Violent J and Shaggy 2 do all this stuff is because they're big pro wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Like, giant pro wrestling fans. So they clearly have a respect for it. And Mike TNA's like, I'm a cool hip kid.
And big fans of Mike TNA, especially. They're like, Mike TNA's the bomb. The ICP, we respect Mike TNA. Mike TNA, you're the best.
Mike TNA's a juggalo. Whoop, whoop.
They are trying to win me over. I feel like Mike TNA's reaction to the Juggalos, which was like slightly uncomfortable but encouraging, is probably would be my relationship with the Juggalos.
Yeah, like, you'd have no reason to not like the juggalos, but
I'm not cool enough to be like, yeah, I'm one of you. I'm not. Please treat me nicely. Violent J cuts a promo. He's like, we watch TNA every week and they have a lot of bomb-ass wrestlers and dope talent, so we're going to start hanging out in TNA. We quit the business of music on Wednesdays. Only Wednesdays. And we're going to start coming to TNA.
Sorry, I'm trying to find out, like, different juggalo facts for you.
Sure, let me finish recapping this segment while you look it up.
Go ahead.
So they begin to recap their confrontation with Jeff Jarrett, which brings out David Young and Glenn Gilberti, wearing some sensational shirts, by the way.
Yeah, there was some good stuff going around.
So Disco's like, listen, you did that to Jeff Jarrett, but we can let bygones be bygones if you sign this loyalty pledge and join Jeff Jarrett. And Violent J and Shaggy 2 are like, loyalty pledge? Hell no. Brawl sets up a match next week between the Insane Clown Posse and Disco Inferno and David Young. Insane Clown Posse were friendly to anyone who approached them, but did their best to stay out of their way while backstage. There were plenty of pot jokes at the hotel following the show when word spread that the rap duo was booked in room 420.
That's the weed number.
All right, what do you got? Give me some Insane Clown Posse facts.
All right, so here are some notable juggalos.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Sheen.
Good for him.
Vampiro.
There's a lot of notes that I didn't include about Vampiro doing insane interviews and shoot promos during this period.
Wait, what?
That were so off the rails that even the ICP stopped booking him.
God damn.
Whew.
Might need to look at those after. I think the main fact was that they were, like, classified as, like, a gang at one point, and then they filed a lawsuit against the FBI about it.
Good for them.
They withdrew, I think, at some point. But they were like, can we please stop being called a gang?
Just a bunch of pals who like music and Fago.
And we threw rocks at Carmen Electra that one time.
That seems rude.
It was. It is National Juggalo Day.
What day is it?
It doesn't give me the day. It's truly like, I was really offended by it. I was like, that doesn't even tell me when is Juggalo Day.
Look it up.
I'm going into the citations to find out when Juggalo Day is. February 17th.
Ah, we missed it.
Juggalo Day. We've got to take a moment to thank every single Juggalo and Juggalette out there for making the 2012 Juggalo Day on February 17th bigger than we ever could have imagined. We had reports rolling in from all over the world of ninjas who were celebrating and words can't even express how fucking dope that is. Sure, Juggalo Day may be an everyday thing. We sport our hatchet men all the time and don't ever stop being juggalos, but it was cool to have one specific day where we could all come together, scream our love for the fam as one, and have another excuse to get our party on. Once again, thank you to the juggalos and juggalettes that made Juggalo Day something more massive than we ever could have hoped for. We can't wait to do it again next year.
I would also like to thank all the juggalos and juggalettes out there. Thank you. For if you're listening, hey, juggalos and juggalettes. Liam's one of you.
Thank you to the juggalos and juggalettes. There's the Dirt Sheet is your one-stop shop to get all your latest dirt and grungy news on your favorite JCW All-Stars. This month we introduced some JCW heavyweights and we found out some very interesting shit. Check it out. Garrett, I'm going to give you a couple names and you get to tell me who you would like to hear from.
Okay.
I'm going to give you two because there's two here that I find extra funny. Would you like to learn something from Rhino or from Rob Conway?
Rob Conway.
Why do you like working for JCW? I like the intensity and the energy of the fans. The opponents are great and the Juggalo atmosphere makes it fun. What would your dream match be? Me versus Big Violet J or tag with him and Shaggy against anyone?
So the stars. He wants to be involved with the stars, is what he's saying.
What was your least favorite match of your career? Losing to Ric Flair in I'm when I had the chance to win the Intercontinental Championship with all my family watching.
There's actually a note this month that they also thought about adding Slash to the Juggalos, so to like be the wrestler. Yeah, he was the idea was that he would be the wrestler to carry the work rate of the matches.
Rhino got asked what your most embarrassing in-ring moment was. It was losing to Raven is just plain embarrassing by itself.
Well, we'll get to that in TNA history. All right, that's all the tag division stuff for the month. You will have the ICP against Disco and David Young next month.
I'm loving it. Don't sue us, McDonald's.